Dwayne The Rock Johnson, a global superstar whose journey from wrestling ring to Hollywood has inspired millions, recently took to social media to pen an emotional tribute to his wrestling idol, Hulk Hogan. The heartfelt note, shared in the wake of Hogan's passing at age 71, celebrated the legendary wrestler's monumental impact on the sport and his personal influence on Johnson's career. The gesture resonated deeply with fans, sparking a wave of nostalgia and admiration for both icons, while highlighting the enduring legacy of professional wrestling in shaping entertainment culture. Hulk Hogan, born Terry Gene Bollea, was a towering figure in wrestling, known for his larger-than-life persona, signature bandana, and catchphrase, "Hulkamania is running wild." His career, spanning decades, transformed the World Wrestling Federation (WWF, now WWE) into a global phenomenon during the 1980s and 1990s. Hogan's charisma and athleticism made him a household name, headlining events like WrestleMania and starring in films like No Holds Barred. For Johnson, who grew up watching Hogan's matches, the wrestling legend was more than a performer. He was a childhood hero who inspired a young Dwayne to pursue his dreams in the squared circle. Johnson's tribute, posted on Instagram, recounted personal memories of meeting Hogan early in his wrestling career. He described Hogan's warmth and encouragement, recalling a moment when the veteran wrestler offered advice that shaped Johnson's approach to the industry. "You were a childhood hero," Johnson wrote, emphasizing Hogan's role in paving the way for future generations of wrestlers. The post included a throwback photo of the two together with Johnson, then a rookie wrestler known as Rocky Maivia, standing beside a grinning Hogan. Fans flooded the comments with messages of appreciation, sharing their own memories of Hogan's iconic matches and promos. Hogan's influence on wrestling cannot be overstated. His rivalry with Andre the Giant, culminating in the legendary body slam at WrestleMania 3, remains one of the most iconic moments in sports entertainment history. Hogan's ability to connect with audiences through his Hulkamania movement, encouraging fans to train, say your prayers, and eat your vitamins, created a cultural phenomenon that transcended wrestling. For Johnson, who followed in Hogan's footsteps as a third-generation wrestler, these moments were formative. Johnson's father, Rocky Johnson, and grandfather, Peter Maivia, were wrestling pioneers, but it was Hogan's mainstream success that showed a young Dwayne the potential for wrestling to open doors to broader entertainment. The tribute also touched on Hogan's personal impact on Johnson. During a challenging period in Johnson's early WWE career, when fans rejected his Rocky Maivia persona, Hogan's advice to be yourself inspired Johnson to reinvent himself as The Rock, a charismatic, trash-talking superstar. This transformation launched Johnson into stardom, leading to a career that includes blockbuster films like Jumanji and Fast and Furious. In his note, Johnson credited Hogan with giving him the confidence to embrace his authenticity, a lesson that resonated beyond wrestling and into his Hollywood journey. Hogan's life, however, was not without controversy. His later years were marred by a high-profile scandal involving a leaked tape and legal battles, which tarnished his reputation. Johnson's tribute delicately sidestepped these issues, focusing instead on Hogan's contributions to wrestling and his personal kindness. This choice sparked some debate on platforms like X, where fans praised Johnson's class while others questioned whether Hogan's legacy should be fully celebrated given his past. The Rock showing love to Hogan is pure heart, but let's not forget the full story, one user posted, reflecting the complex emotions surrounding Hogan's memory. Johnson's tribute also highlighted the broader evolution of wrestling. Hogan's era laid the foundation for the industry's growth, but Johnson's success as a crossover star expanded its reach into mainstream entertainment. Today, wrestlers like John Cena and Dave Bautista follow in Johnson's footsteps, blending athleticism with acting prowess. Johnson's note acknowledged this shift, calling Hogan a visionary who opened doors for performers like himself. The tribute resonated with wrestling fans, many of whom shared clips of Hogan's matches on X, reminiscing about the golden age of WWF. The timing of Hogan's passing added poignancy to Johnson's words. Hogan had reportedly been baptized 18 months prior, describing it as the greatest day of my life. This spiritual milestone, combined with his recent health struggles, painted a picture of a man seeking peace in his final years. Johnson's tribute, while celebratory, carried an undercurrent of mourning, as he reflected on the loss of a mentor and friend. "The wrestling world won't be the same without you, brother," he wrote, using Hogan's signature term of endearment. For fans, the tribute was a moment to reflect on wrestling's cultural impact. Hogan's larger-than-life persona inspired countless performers, from Stone Cold Steve Austin to Sasha Banks. His ability to captivate audiences laid the groundwork for wrestling's global expansion, with WWE now boasting a multi-billion-dollar empire. Johnson's success as a Hollywood mogul with projects like Black Adam and his Seven Bucks Productions owes a debt to Hogan's trailblazing. The tribute also sparked discussions about wrestling's future, with fans on X speculating about how today's stars can honor Hogan's legacy while addressing the industry's challenges, such as performer safety and mental health. Johnson's personal connection to wrestling runs deep. As a third-generation star, he carries the weight of his family's legacy while forging his own path. His tribute to Hogan was not just a farewell but a reminder of wrestling's power to inspire. By sharing personal anecdotes, Johnson humanized Hogan, reminding fans of the man behind the bandana. The post concluded with a call to action, urging fans to keep Hulkamania alive by embracing positivity and resilience, values Hogan championed. As Johnson continues his multifaceted career, from starring in films to producing content through his media empire, his tribute to Hogan underscores his roots. Wrestling fans in particular appreciated the nod to an era that shaped their love for the sport. The tribute also served as a bridge between generations, connecting Hogan's 1980s dominance to Johnson's modern influence. For many, it was a moment to celebrate not just Hogan, but the enduring spirit of wrestling itself.